Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu Edition. We are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon series. He can kick, sometimes he's red, and sometimes he surfs. Danielle is here.
Hello.
She's going to be playing tonight. She never got a chance to play this as a kid.
I was not allowed a Gameboy as a child.
Well, okay. Start off on that sad note. But these days, you can play whatever you want.
Making things right.
And tonight, we are playing the Pikachu edition. Listen to that compressed Pikachu talk. Alright, we're getting right into it. Thank you guys for joining us. Hello there! Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am red and weird looking. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor.
Pokemon Prof.
This world is inhabited by Pikachus. Only Pikachu. All is the yellow beast. You may not choose another starter. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights.
That's rude.
That's rude. I study Pokemon as a profession. It's a real job, trust me. Alright, first, what is your name? Look at that kid with his hat all a-jaunt and over his eyes. Of course, it's gotta be Ash. That's what I used when I first started Red back in the day. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since
Don't you remember?
you were a baby. He's a jerk. What is his name again? Let's see.
We'll just, instead of making it a joke name.
That's right, I remember now. My brain is slowly drifting away with old age. His name is Gary. Alright. Ash! I'm gonna shrink you here, so don't worry. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. Here we go. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. He's blue skidooing down, and our journey begins with a SNES. That's how old this is. He was still playing the Super Nintendo.
Okay!
Gotta get out of here.
It's
time to go. No more games. This is a real journey. Thank you guys again for tuning in. So we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon series, and we're going to be playing a bit of Yellow. We are not stopping until Gary's face just falls flat in the league. No, we're going to play for a bit, but not the whole game. You can be the mom if you want.
Oh, right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you.
So the TV, you actually can look at it, and it will have a little reference to a movie.
See, I want to explain that I don't know what I'm doing, because I've actually really have never played these before.
There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. So that's Stand By Me, which is a book and a movie, but it's a little reference to that. Most of the games seem to have that.
Hello.
So yeah, this is crazy.
Hello.
Going back, 1996.
She's raising Pokemon too.
When
they get
it's a
strong,
girl.
they can protect me.
But yeah, 96, I don't think almost any of us knew what Pokemon was. A lot of us are probably not born, but it's crazy how far this series has come here. I remember hearing about it a little earlier than it came out, but
Is he in here?
I don't think he's around yet. He pops out of the woodwork when he has to fight you. That's his sister, though.
Hi, Ash. Gary is out of Grandpa's lab.
My voice is a little weird. I'm going through some changes. Okay. And there's a big old map. This is useful. Some people, I don't think, know to come and actually talk to her before you leave, because she'll give you that map, and then you just never get it. Some of the earlier games, they don't make sure, they don't force you into getting certain things.
They don't have a tutorial mode.
And you can miss it. But, there's a guy over there. He just lives in this grass patch with flowers. Technology's incredible! You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC.
That is actually pretty incredible.
Even at the time, that seemed pretty advanced, and especially.
I'm here. I found my way.
There we go. All right. Catch a television, says Brian. So I'm gonna be paying attention to the chat while Danielle plays. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. I shouldn't make fun of, I wasn't trying to make fun, but I gave him the nerd voice, and these guys
same story.
Are they twins? It's like The Shining.
The authority on Pokemon.
You got it.
Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard.
You're in charge of all the ladies, okay? All right. Every place
probably gonna just say that every time.
Every place is crammed full of Pokemon merchandise in this game.
That's a Pokeball. It's huge.
It's the size of your head.
Inside.
It could crush a small child if it rolled off the table. Yo, Ash! Gramps
Come on, you
has cramps. He isn't around.
What?
I ran here because he said he had a Pokemon for me. He has like a really annoying voice in the show, right?
Well, in the dub
Hey,
at least.
Ash. I'm gonna drive away with a car of cheerleaders, and I'm only
Can I
10.
take it? I guess it won't.
So we
What?
gotta find Cramps, wherever he is. The Krampus. And
I'm having
Where-
a harder time navigating than I thought I would.
it's pretty simple. There's not many places for you to go, so you played.
Is this my own house?
You did play
Yeah.
Fire Red, so you got a taste of this. But
Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
you're on the right path.
Huh?
There you go. As a kid, I was afraid to go into this grass with
Hey,
a
wait.
Pokemon. Hey, wait! Don't go out.
He's always policing when you can ride bikes and.
That was close. My oak sense was tingling. A child was doing something he shouldn't. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This Pokemon is not supposed to be here, but here it is. And it even has its own compressed voice acting. Even back then.
Whoa.
Professor Oak used a Pokeball. He is grabbing that chew for himself. He's like, he pushes Ash on him like, give me that. That's a Pokemon. It's mine now. All right. He has captured that little chew. Ooh, that was rough work. A Pokemon can appear anytime in tall grass.
So mow the lawn.
You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. I know. Here, come with me. You can actually, at least in the older ones, you can use cut to chop the grass, and then the Pokemon. It's a very slow-going process, but you can make it so the Pokemon don't get you. All right. We're back here. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Meh. I want everything given to me.
Why are you here?
Huh? Gary, why are you here already?
Oh, already.
I barely remembered your name. I said for you to come by later. I'm spending time with the other kid in town. Ah, whatever, just sit there. Just wait there. Look, Ash, do you see that ball? On the table. It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside.
We know this already.
You may have it. Go on, take it. Ooh, we get the one on the table. Hey, Gramps. What about me? There's a lot of male characters, so maybe I should let you voice.
No, that's okay.
Be patient. Be patient, Gary. I'll give you a hug. One later. There we go. Filling in the time when the text changes. Alright, so now you get your first Pokemon there. Or, Smackadoo. Right into the wall. No way, Ash. I want this Pokemon.
Oh my goodness.
Gary
How
snatched
rude.
the Pokemon. And now it's gonna love him. Because he took it, it's indoctrinated it. Gramps, I want this one. But alright then, I guess your parents didn't raise you to be polite. That Pokemon is yours.
What?
I was
You're
going
not
to give
even
you
gonna
one.
discipline your grandson?
No, you can't. This kid's running wild. Okay, I was gonna give you one anyway. Ash, come over here. So in this one, instead of the 3 normal starters, which we can get later, we only have one choice. Ash, this is the Pokemon I caught earlier.
That we saw.
You can have it. I caught it in the wild. You
Yeah,
saw.
we know. We
You
were there.
And it's not tame yet. It's gonna be a little jerk.
Uh-oh.
We got Pikachu! Do you want to give a nickname? Of course not. Unless you want to call it
No.
Sparky or something.
No.
Like some other trainer that's exactly like Ash. Alright.
Does he have
Now you're just
going
going to be able to go and nothing else will happen to you in this room. No danger lies ahead. So you can fight with it. Afterwards, go on to the next town. Alright. Let's just go.
Can
We
I
don't
mess
need...
with his computer?
You could. You can't look at it's encrypted.
There's an email message here.
Calling all Pokemon trainers. The elite trainers of Pokemon League. Of Pokemon, not the Pokemon League. Are ready to take on all comers. Bring your best Pokemon and see how you rate as a trainer.
Okay.
Pokemon League
Oh, no.
headquarters, Indigo Plateau. P.S. Professor Oak, please visit us. We miss you. There's a picture attached. Uh-oh. Let's close that.
Reading
No.
his email.
Wait,
Ah.
Ash. Let's check it out.
Our
Our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. I think we could change the text speed to go a little faster after this. Alright. Let's see if we're gonna smell him later, or we're going to
Oh,
beat
yeah.
him so badly that he'll never want to fight us again. And Gary, this could have been our cute little Eevee, but we
He's
got
so
Pikachu.
bad.
Alright, and we've got Thundershock already, so that's a leg up on the other starters. We got an elemental attack already. Okay. and we should...
Failed, ha!
Eevee's not necessarily able to compete too well with Pikachu. Pikachu got a lot of extra attacks in this game. They really, launched all of these these nice little glowing features for this guy. He can surf, he can fly later,
Thundershock.
all that good stuff. Okay, now depending on how this battle goes, you can change Gary's life. You can change the course of his team. So we won. He'll never have a Vaporeon now because you beat him. So if you beat him in the
of having a Vaporeon.
You really wanted one though. If you beat him 2 times at the beginning, the first time here and later at the league, then he will have Jolteon. If you beat him here and skip the league one or lose the league one, he'll get Flareon, and then lose both times, you get Vaporeon, which is I think they want to give you an advantage. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon. Sure you did. Get out of here.
Got some money?
You loser. You flashed there weirdly. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Ash, Gramps, smell you later.
Alright.
I miss when the rivals were mean. What? Uh-oh. It's out. Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. I don't blame it. It's a prison. You should just keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can take it, or talk to it, and see how it feels about you. Also take it with you. Please do not leave it here. You got... Oh, he is not so happy. But he will follow you, despite not liking
He's really tired of me.
He won't go hide up in a tree until Spearows pop up. The little voice clips are adorable. Alright, so let's go. You're on your way now. There won't be as much
I'm a little bit stuck. Okay.
talking. I think, sorry, my voice is a little weird tonight. I've been sick recently. You want to get the map in the house, maybe, but you don't have to.
I thought... Oh wait, she didn't give it to me.
Or you
right?
think you gotta talk to your mom too, and she'll say, "See ya." You gotta do all that stuff. Let's see. Oh no, I think we come back later. Yeah, maybe Oak will stop us. I know we have to go through a few things here where we get the Pokedex and all that stuff. So
its little tail wiggles as it walks.
Its sprite flips back and forth.
So should it? Yeah.
I would just go, and then I think you have to come back here anyways.
Okay.
Oak will be like, "Hey, get me the thing." Whoa, the colors changed.
Whoa.
We're going through the green grass of Route 1. And what do we got? Better looking Pidgey. So
Wait,
they improved.
Do I even have any Pokeballs?
No, you don't yet.
No.
But you can still beat them up.
I guess.
They improved a ton of the little sprites for this game over Red and Blue. We picked this one to play because we wanted... this is kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing today. It was the 20th anniversary when we're streaming this, so I figured let's do this. And Danielle had never played this one, so that's why we picked it. But Red and Blue, they still have a nice place in my heart, going back and looking at some of those weird sprites that are kind of funky looking. But yeah, this is, Joseph says, "Adam, this is influenced by the anime a lot." It is, definitely. There's a lot of little plot cues that follow the show, such as getting Pikachu, but also the starters. He's starting to look a little more warmed up to you, or
now
you
that
just...
we beat up a bird together.
Kind of looks like you shot his mother in front of him or something. Hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. This is a happy game. It's a convenience shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample.
Yeah.
Here you go. A potion and a kiss. No.
Oh
If
yeah,
you push
I can't like
one of these
restart
there
if
you
I
go.
lose,
That's
like
the menu.
how I usually like to.
You go to option. We're gonna speed this text up here. This is a game hack. I just go
Text
over,
speed.
yeah, too fast. That's good. Okay, everything else I think is fine.
How do I get out of here?
The print, you just go cancel. There you go. I think that should be good. Now the text will speed up a little bit. But yeah, I was gonna say the print was for the text, but there used to be a Game Boy printer component to this game that's not in the Virtual Console one. Unfortunately, we are playing the Virtual Console version, and this is the one that just came out today with Red and Blue. Now, there's a couple cool things about this. I think you can trade in battle with this version with people. I don't think it's online, but locally, I believe they let you do that, which is pretty awesome that they at least kind of patched that into it without needing the link cable. And then we just learned recently that the Pokemon that you catch in this can transfer to the Pokemon Bank, and you can put them in the newer versions, including Sun and Moon. that is coming out in the fall. You don't need any of that. You're good. You're almost to the next town already. So you, you have to, I think you gotta go to the next town.
I just want him to love me, though.
No, he won't love you for potions. You'll earn his love as you go along. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Palatown.
You won't live, though.
Quicker that way. Why do I have a broken leg? Why are you asking? Yeah, this guy telling this kid to jump over these ledges. They look like braided bread. Okay, yeah, we're almost to Viridian, and then we should have the little direction to get back. Unless we were supposed to talk to one, I forget. We definitely need to get the Pokédex. It's been a little while. Maybe something like 18 years since I played this, or so. But we've played a little bit of the remakes and stuff. So, but we'll figure it out. The game won't let us go until we get the stuff we need. Okay, Pikachu. There's no Spearow attacking on this route, at least. I still don't really understand what some of this stuff is. The route has these giant, like, oil barrels along the line, like a traffic thing that they're working on or something. They're just all lined up there. Okay, so anyways, while Danielle goes around and tries to figure out what is happening in Viridian and, like, literally what we're doing
so
here.
Slow.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. So this is one of the few times that Danielle's playing and we're streaming, and I get to look at the chat and answer questions and talk to you guys. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Pikachu luckily can leap on the ledge as well. You could heal if you need to. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh yeah, Nurse Joy looks more like Nurse Joy, and she has a Chansey in this, and it kind of looks like a Chansey. It looks like a blob with an egg on its belly.
On the counter.
You put him on the counter, and he's back in the ball. He's gonna hate that.
No.
All right. If you put him in the PC, he really hates that. So you can't do that yet. But if you want to make him mad later, all right. So let's.
Still doesn't love me.
Still a little. It's gonna take a bit
You'll
to
love
earn
me
his
one
love.
day.
Can't even sit on the seats. What is this? Pokemon Center. Seal you're tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat here. What's your guys' favorite Pokemon? Says Toby. I don't know. Like, I think I've asked this before. I don't actually know what yours is.
Mine's Haunter.
Oh, it is. Okay, I wasn't sure. There's a lot of them. She loves Ghost Pokemon. I love Heracross. He might have been asking the chat, but we gave our answers there. Snorlax, Heracross. There's a lot of good ones. That's the Cable Club.
Yeah.
We can't do that yet, but when we come back eventually. All right. There might be another potion in the PC, or maybe they gave it to you. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. Let's speed this up. All right. So if you go to the Mart, we might not have wanted to go to the Mart already, but those Pokeballs at your waist.
Wait, do I have any?
You have Pokemon. That's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere. I think he's just prepared for when you actually do. The Mart should be over to the right here. The Eternally Green Paradise of Viridian City. See if he'll let you get the package for Oak yet, or if we had to talk to him. Hey, you came from Palatown. There we go. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Ash got Oak's parcel. As a kid, I didn't really know what a parcel was, so I was a little confused by what that was. The shop finally has some potions in stock. Everyone talks very stilted in this game, because we have to wait for the text. The shop sells a lot of paralyzed heals. But yeah, I was 10 when this game came out, and you were 11, so we were like the right age to be a Pokemon trainer.
Grade.
It was perfect. It was crazy. Because I remember watching the show and Ash was all pumped to become a Pokemon trainer, and I felt the same way. I got hyped way before because Nintendo Power.
I just watched the show.
Nintendo Power had the little Pokemon powers that showed a bit of the game. They kind of hyped it up really well beforehand, so I was super excited right when it came out. I was like, we gotta find this game. And it's crazy with how Pokemon is now, how popular it is. At the time when it came out, it was so tough to find any Pokemon stuff. The cards, my dad took me to a bunch of different card shops trying to find them for a long time. Because I got the starter pack, but it was hard to find any of the booster packs and stuff. And then it blew up, and now it's everywhere. And you can find it in gas stations, and no. Maybe. Alright, you gonna keep that Pikachu safe?
Yeah.
You gonna fight any Rattatas or Pidgey on the way back
I
here?
haven't seen a Rattata yet.
There should be Rattata in this. Alright. Oh, man. Yeah, it is just a lot of Pidgey.
Pidgeys.
I don't know if you can... Certain Pokemon are not catchable in this. including the Beedrill line, and I believe like Electabuzz, Magnamar. For some reason, not Magnamar. Magnamar's that.
Wait.
Magmar. Magnamar was the weird fake Pokemon that Ben, the Heart Ben, came up with. It was like a combination of Magikarp.
I didn't even register that you said it wrong.
It was a combination of Magikarp and Magmar, I think. Magnamar. Alright. Oh, Ash, how's my old Pokemon?
It's
How
not
long
yours.
have you been? I'm losing tracks of
You had it for like a
big
minute.
chunks of time here. Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Smack. Delivered to that parcel. Dropped on his foot. Get your own mail, old man. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Is it the GS ball? Thanks, Ash.
We don't speak about the GS ball.
By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Oh, Gramps!
What the heck?
He's back.
He's back to smell us.
I'm gonna smell you this time. And my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Brute. It just flops out on the floor. It's all tired. Ah, Gary, I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. You're going a little too fast for me there. On the desk, my invention, the Pokedex. You know the drill. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia, but I haven't bothered to fill it out. Ash and Gary, take these with you. Ah, there we go. So we're gonna help this old man get a ton of money by filling these out, and we get not a cent to make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. He could do it if he wanted, so I want you two
Believe in
to
yourself.
fulfill my dream for me. You have no choice. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it to me. Leave it all to me. Ash, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know I'll borrow a town map from my sis. There's
Hint,
the hint
hint.
there, yeah. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Ash. His little hair waggles like Pikachu's tail. Okay, you're good to go. Oh, still
It's
indifferent.
still unsure.
Alright, so we're gonna go down here, grab that map, and then we're on our journey. We can buy Pokeballs now, and we can start catching stuff. I don't know if we're gonna get to the starters tonight, and,
Give me a map.
let's see. Grandpa asked you. Oh, that's you.
Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this will help you.
Thank you very much, little missy.
Is
Alright.
her name? Isn't her name May in some of the
Did
stuff?
she ever...
Like
she was
in,
never
in
in
the one
show,
manga.
right? So
The
Danielle's
one
a big...
manga version.
Oh, okay. Danielle's a big fan of the show.
I'm really into the show. I'm like
Uh,
embarrassingly into the show.
We still watch the newer episodes and stuff. It's still pretty good. It hasn't, it's not Oscar worthy or anything, but it's still entertaining. I think the battles and stuff have gotten a lot
Nothing's
better.
trying to fight me.
But
Is it
yeah,
because
in the
I'm
show,
too cool?
in the show, Gary, he didn't have a sister that I know of, but he did have like 20 cheerleaders going with
Yeah, we
him.
never see her anyways.
Yeah, keep her locked in a closet. At this time, girls
There's
were
one.
not allowed to be Pokemon trainers. You had to be a boy. It wasn't. What was the first one? Crystal finally let us, choose gender. There's a little gray rat. So I think this game works on the Game Boy Color and adds in more colors, but I don't know if it really does too much. This might be the actual, what it looks like basically. This is as colorful as it gets. So you got little palette overlays here. No pun there. But this is the green route, and then it changes when you go to different routes and cities. So yeah, it's not. This is pre-Game Boy Color, but not too
Now I'm
far
being
off.
followed by like his friends are trying to avenge him.
Little Rattatas. They're adorable. I think, a lot of the art is so much better in this one. They definitely stepped up the sprites a little bit to go in line with the show. And there's other elements too. We get the 3 starters. Jesse and James and Meowth are, up in the mix to fight. A couple little different things, but it's not too crazy different from the others. Okay. Gary's sister's name is Daisy. Thank you, I Play Smash
Oh,
Brothers.
okay.
I didn't know that. Let's see. This is also the time when the battles were a little weird, like special. I think there was still only there was special attack and it was just special. There was no special attack, special defense. It was just called special, and certain types always had either a special or a physical. So I don't think you could have like a physical physical water type and stuff like that. Little girl.
Trying to memorize all her notes.
This little girl here always looked like a weird, like, winged cherub child to me. What is going on? It's hard to decipher some of these sprites.
They'll become tame if you treat them nicely.
Oh, this is the school to teach you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let's see.
Be sure to read the blackboard carefully. I don't think we need
The school
to
is
go
so
through
less.
that.
Like, there's only, like, 2 kids and 1 teacher at Blackboard. There we go. There's all the notes about stuff. But the schools in the newer ones are, like, so in-depth. There's, like, tons of people to talk to. Tons of stuff. It was a little simpler back in the day. All right. So I'd get some Pokeballs if you have some cash on you. And you should be good to catch some stuff. Oh yeah, you got about $32 on you there. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep track of the chat. I'll let you trying to wrangle you if you don't know where to go. I would just get as many as you want. You don't get a Premier Ball in this one, unfortunately, for buying 10. But I'm gonna try to keep track of the chat here while you're playing through and see how everyone's doing. Answer questions, all that good stuff. Since it's hard to, I'm trying to adapt to like not constantly looking at the game.
Yeah.
And I have to like train myself to look a little bit more at the chat than I would normally get the opportunity to. So this is kind of nice. All right, Scott Cawth. That's not Scott Cawthon. He messed with me for a second. He says, "Nice stream, Adam. The Five Nights at Freddy's developer has popped in. This is a fake Scott. He has 0 subscribers. No.
Oh.
Okay, so I do appreciate the sentiment though, even though you're not the real Five Nights at Freddy's guy. That guy's trapped there.
He's trapped. He can never leave.
I jumped this bush and I can't go anywhere. I think if you go talk to this bush from this side.
What?
As weird as it sounds. Is it? There you go.
Oh.
All right. There's my memory.
Thanks, tree or bush.
Stuff always sticks with you better when you're a kid. Like if you play it when you're younger.
How does he feel about me?
Still indifferent.
Okay.
You've only got Pikachu, but if you go to the left here to the League, you could fight Gary.
Huh?
But there's also some good ones here. You want to maybe try to catch something in here. So Brock. Brock is kind of a tough point in this game a little bit because you only have Pikachu. Or you start with Pikachu,
And
but
you
you can get a Mankey or a Nidoran, and you can get Double Kick on. I think Mankey might get just Karate Chop or whatever, but having a fighting move against Brock is very useful, so you might want to get this Mankey before he makes another one of those horrible noises. I think that's probably enough. Mankey's not the most feisty Pokemon. Now don't let him take your hat. Don't try to give him a donut.
Yeah,
or a rice ball.
He throws a rice ball into the Pokeball.
Alright. Boone Plays asks, are you going to finish Zelda Majora's Mask? Yeah, I've been getting ready to try to do a crazy... Hold on here, we'll read this. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. So, I've been getting ready to... I'm going to do a blitz here, I think, of Majora's Mask, and just get the rest of it all done. I put it off too long and fell out of recording it. And I want to play Twilight Princess. That's coming out soon. It might already be out. Ooh, there you go.
That's cute.
You're gonna double up on those to help you against Brock. But yeah, the the Twilight Princess HD remake is coming out, so I wanna be able to play that without worrying, regretting that I didn't finish Majora's Mask. So I think I'm gonna try to get all that done. There you go. You paralyzed it too. That should be good. So now you get 2 of the good Pokemon against Brock. I remember playing this as a kid. I phased those out pretty quickly. You can get Nidoking, though, or Nidoqueen super fast, because those stone... Its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. But yeah, when you start getting all the starters, it's like, I don't want this monkey anymore. No. Okay. So what are you gonna do? You got heal those little guys? Cause
yeah, probably.
Gary is waiting for you down on that route. I think you could probably beat him. I think he only has like a Spearow and his Eevee, but Pikachu's not the highest level right now. Trying to take down 2 Pokemon with Pikachu might be kind of tough. Okay. Do you have an Ocarina of Time? Says Wes. I don't have an actual Ocarina of Time, but I've got the game
but
there.
Not one of time.
Let's see. I would like to, eventually getting to Ocarina of Time would be fun. I do have the 3DS version, but I'm gonna try to finish the ones Zelda that I started here before. And there's a lot of games that I want to go back to that I regret not finishing, that I fell out of playing or lost interest in, and the series, you know, there's a good amount of those. So I think the best thing to do, I was trying to get a revival week going and have a bunch of series come back and see what people wanted to see more. But I think it might be better and a little easier on me to just put out a poll to you guys sometime, and then, well, whoever, you know, whatever couple games come in, you know, the top spots of the poll, I'll focus on those rather than stressing about a ton of games. And then this is reminding me of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Remember? This was the.
I don't know where I'm going.
You gotta go up to, yeah. That's the way out. That route there was one of those sticking points where you try to go down that, and that ledge. The ledges were the worst in that because people were just jumping the ledges constantly and messing up the whole route. But anyways, yeah, I want to get back to some games, but I think focusing on like one or two to start, getting those done, like Majora's Mask, stuff like that. That would be an easier way to go, and it wouldn't put a ton of, you know, games on my plate to try to do. But I still want to keep playing newer games and stuff too, and not fall out of that. I think the big problem with some games is I do kind of lose interest if I'm not really engaged in the story and stuff, and it does slip away if I don't feel as many people are interested in it, that sort of thing. Hey, Ash! You're going to Pokemon League? Forget it! You probably don't have any badges. This guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? I hope so. I don't know if your little guys are gonna be...
Yeah, I didn't really level them.
They're not...
Oh,
they're
well.
healed at least, right?
Yeah.
So they could maybe do a, you know, final blow in there. You got a Spearow? Ooh, it's now level 9. Pikachu's already taken a little... You should be able to take it down, but... We'll see. Good. There we go. It was faster, but it couldn't leer at you. Alright. You got it with one more, maybe. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Pikachu, it's weakening your chew. Our chubby little classic-style chew. Just a little bit there. I think you'll be okay.
There we go.
Pikachu's already kind of a beast compared to some of his Pokemon that he has. And then Pikachu in Gen 6, they gave it a little bit of like a boost in some stats and stuff. They did some sly stat boosting. There you go, that'll help you. Alright. But yeah, because the first gym is rock and some
fun.
ground, it's kind of tough for Chew.
Oh, it's weird.
They don't have,
Yeah.
There's like, I think like 5 or 6 different generic sprites.
Yeah, level
So
3
that's-
and level 2.
You could try it just to see if you'll get a hit in. And then the only... Excuse me, got a cough here.
Ugh.
You could still hear that on Danielle's mic. We can't both mute at the same time. Sorry, I'm used to like muting and then coughing, but unless we synchronize our mutes, you'll hear hers.
Oh no. Yeah, it's not gonna do much.
Yeah, look at it. It looks like a weird tentacle monster. But what was I gonna say? Oh, if you keep switching in and out with Pikachu, Pikachu might take a hit and get knocked out. All right, I do apologize again. Been sick the last week, and I'm finally getting my voice back. All right.
He's hanging in there.
Let's see, Tomodachi Life. Yeah, a lot of people want to see Tomodachi Life again. I'm pretty
Bye.
close to beating Tomodachi Life technically. Just waiting for that baby. Gotta get that baby in the mix. All right. Yeah, I think you don't want to worry about, or you don't want to risk having Pikachu get knocked. Oh, you're okay. Might be. You could paralyze it, but it's a little late in the game now. I
Yeah.
would just go for the knockout. Usually you want to start with a Thunder Wave. Oh no! Okay, good. He's focusing on trying to kick sand in your face like Gary would.
What?
He's a jerk.
It like hung on.
Oh! This is close. Well, if he gets knocked out, I bet your Nidoran can tap it a little bit. There you go. Just kind of pushed him over slightly as he was sitting there, just getting knocked out. Nino Kuni Wills, that's another series that I did, that he mentioned there, that Danielle and I both did. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. But yeah, Nino Kuni's another one. That would be a good one to finish, but I look back at some of the older series we did, and I'm like, man, I would change so much. It's happy now!
It's me.
Did you talk to it again? I'll be quiet. Pikachu! It has little voice clips in here. Alright.
This
You could go to the league, but they won't let you get very far, so you might as well go heal, because You're in a little bit of a bad way right now, but you beat Gary. Congratulations. You took him down. There is a new Ni no Kuni coming out, so I was thinking about that recently, yeah. Alright, what's your favorite starter? Says Super Splatcraft Games. I picked Bulbasaur as a kid. That was the one Pokemon Power recommended that you pick because it's the easiest, and I still really love Bulbasaur because of that. My Venusaur could sweep the Pokemon League. I got him to level 100 in Pokemon Red, even though you don't need to beat the game. I loved that little guy so much that I leveled him all the way up. I think I fed him like all my rare candy and stuff. Didn't know about that having kind of negative effects. But yeah, all the starters are good though. I don't know if there's any that I don't like, but for some reason Bulbasaur has a soft spot in my... Well, I know the reason. It was my first. It's the first Pokemon ever, and my first Pokemon. What's your favorite starter? Do you have one?
It's really hard for me to pick because I really like a lot of the designs for all of them.
They tend to put a lot into the starter designs to make
Yeah.
sure they're both cute and then later cool, you know. So they tend to be some of the better designs they come up with, I think. Does he check the comments? Says AJ Artist Plays. I do. That's what I'm trying to focus on here. Just kind of keeping one eye on Danielle and seeing. What is he talking about?
He was
Caterpillar?
like, do you want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon?
Did you say no?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. He needs a friend. You can't get
just
one of
wants to
them,
talk
which is a
about
little
him.
sad. You can head to Viridian Forest already, though, if you're ready. But this guy's in the way. There's a lot of glitches involving this old man. Yeah, I've had my coffee now, and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. I'm sorry I was so rude to you.
We
See,
have
if you never talk,
spoken.
I think the same thing happened to me. I see you're using a Pokedex. I'll show you how to catch Pokemon. As my apology.
No, I have...
He forces you. You already have 3, but yeah, he always does this. But yeah, before he was like fallen and hurt or something, like he was tired, so he blocked the way. So you couldn't get into the forest before you got your Pokedex. Wolfhowl ACBA says, Cobalt and Amethyst is a Minecraft map that's like a Pokemon map. I've heard about that. It has custom models and music. It looked pretty cool. I haven't tried it though, so I'm thinking maybe that would be good to try. Thank you for the little recommendation there. All right. Do you like Platypus? Says Righteous Kitty.
Platypus?
Platypus is pretty cool. Not my favorite Pokemon. No. There is, I guess Psyduck he's a duck, but he's
I really
a little,
like Psyduck.
he's a little platypus-like.
Come here.
Oh,
Tweet.
oh, it's Speary. He's a
Look at
Spearow.
it slide across the floor, though.
He
It
looks-
was before.
He looks the same as the Farfetch'd. I remember there's like a Farfetch'd later, I think. Oh. My dad loves Pokemon too.
What? Why?
Coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard.
This is why I'm not
Simple
doing it
names
right
are
now.
the easiest to remember. Plus, you only have like...
Everyone's Morgan Freeman.
Time was a man, good name was Spiro. The nicknames have to be like 10 characters, I think, or less, so simple ones. That's why he says that, probably. Alright, and we've got the gym over here. Let's go challenge the 8th gym leader already. No, you can't, unfortunately. This Pokemon gym is always closed. I hate
the
it.
heck?
I wonder who the leader is. I don't even have any Pokemon.
You're responsible.
It just makes me mad in principle. But it's closed. Alright, let's see. What's my favorite electric types to Star Thrower 8? It would be hard not to say Pikachu. I like Raichu a lot. I feel like Raichu gets a bum rap, and I feel bad for it. He never gets really used in anything. Pikachu will never evolve in the show, which I understand. But they've made Pikachu almost as good. Like, there's very little difference in stats between them. So it's like, might as well use Pikachu. It's cuter. Poor little Raichu. Hopefully a lot of you guys like Raichu as well. Let's see. We got, do you want other Pokemon games like Fire Red on 3DS? I'd love, it hasn't been that long, but I think a Gen 1 remake would be kind of cool. Because these games are still, you know, they got a nice flow to them, but it would be nice if they were brought up to some of the newer features in 3D and stuff. But we'll probably have to wait a while. I bet Gen 4 is next for the
I'm not gonna
remake.
catch that one.
That seems like the one that's, you know, rumored and next in line. So it might be a while before Gen 1 is made
Is there
into a new... Oh, what's up?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Oh, you're trying to get that Pikachu out of there. He's eating all the experience.
Yeah.
He's the old chubby style chew, so he's just gobbling down the EXP. Alright, let's see. TGG18S says, my mom is making me do dishes, so I'm watching your stream while doing dishes. Good multitasking there, buddy. I do a lot of... I'll listen to a lot of videos while I'm washing dishes or doing chores. I'll listen to, like, podcasts and music, but sometimes I'll listen to videos, too, rather than watch them, so I appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Are you excited for Moon and Sun? I am, says Funny Crazy Monkey Girl Dakota. It's a great name there. I am. I wish we had more than the little bits. So if you guys missed it, if you like Pokemon but you're living under a rock a little bit, just yesterday, Friday, they had a little Pokemon Direct. It was only 5 minutes. Very few things revealed. They did reveal that there's Chinese characters in the new Pokemon. Now that's a pretty big deal. Simple and traditional,
Yeah.
so people in China can enjoy Pokemon as well. And a few other little things. But Sun and Moon, we saw tiny little glimpses of like concept art and stuff. It looks like the bird, the little, generic bird, for lack of a better term, is gonna be like a little woodpecker, and that's awesome. I like woodpeckers, and it looks adorable. It looks like Pearl from Steven Universe turned into a bird from the looks of it. So I can't wait. Hopefully they'll have a trailer by E3 in a couple months here, because it comes out in the fall. So I was hoping we would get a trailer with the starter Pokemon and the version legendaries like we did with X and Y, but we weren't so lucky this time. I'm sure it won't be too long. So yeah, we'll get some news on that. I'm always probably most anxious to see what the new starters are like, because some of the better ones, like we mentioned before, some of the cooler looking ones. Okay, here, let's see.
Got a Rattata.
You got a Rattata?
Yeah,
You're
for
just
the heck
racking
of
them
it.
up. Will chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, it is certain that 40 more live in the area.
Oh,
in your
no.
walls, infesting your house. I've noticed some of the text here is a little weird, like Pokemon League. They never say the Pokemon League. They're like, are you going to Pokemon League? They're like trying to simplify some of it, but it's a little awkward. This is the transition into Viridian Forest. You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. I'm a knowledgeable toddler. And then we got this lady. There's Gary's sister again. Or
Are you
whoever.
going to Viridian Forest? Be careful, it's a natural maze.
You'll die in there. It's that
Actually, I should
Japanese
probably
forest. Alright.
heal.
My favorite starter is Fennekin, says NEA Gaming. Fennekin is good. Yeah, it's tough to really say which starter I prefer the most, because they're all adorable. And that's how they're designed on purpose. They look at you with their cute little eyes, and they transform into horrible monsters and
What?
eat you. No. Let's see. Favorite legendaries, says Lauren. Do you have a favorite legendary? I've never been really big into legendaries for whatever reason.
I like a lot of them for like the mythology
Yeah.
angle of it.
They've got like
It's hard to say
interesting
what
stuff to them, but I think I like using the Pokemon that are a little bit more like animal stuff, and some of the legendaries get into some crazy dragony. I don't know. They're still cool. They've just never been my favorite. I think also I've never had a connection with any of the legendaries because I don't tend to like use them, because it's kind of like getting God mode a little bit, where you have this really powerful Pokemon that just destroys. So it makes the game super easy, and I try not to do that when I play games. And then also, when you catch them, it's usually the end of the game, so you don't get much time to form a bond with your Mewtwo or whatever, so yeah. How's your Pikachu doing? A little checkup on it? Oh, he seems pretty happy. He's got a cat mouth. Alright. And then we're heading into Viridian Forest. I'm not sure if we might get to Pewter City and end out. We're going pretty quick here. About to hit an hour, so we'll go a little bit. Let's see. Derp Nugget asks, is he even reading comments? I am trying to keep an eye on the comments. We're gonna head to the Derp Nugget Bridge eventually here. Ooh, there's trainers out for Pokemon fights. The music here,
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
it creeps me out.
I like it a lot. The Lavender Town song is pretty cool too.
Lavender Town one has secret noises in it to make kids go crazy, I've heard. No, there's a lot of like creepypasta stuff with this game. But oh, one thing that's cool, they left in the glitches in this, so if you want to copy your Master Ball, You can use Masigno, or you can get Mew in this by using
Caterpie!
the Nugget Bridge glitch. There's a little
I forgot that I
Caterpie.
have him out.
So, when I played this as a kid, I had to get Caterpie, had to get a Butterfree, had to eventually throw it away. No, I think I kept my Butterfree a long time, because I was sad in the show Ash gave his, he let his out to go mate or whatever it did. But,
With that pink one.
But one of the cool things in this is they don't let you catch certain ones like Ekans and Coughing, which is kind of sad, because I think they don't want you having those against, like, they want you to think of those as the Team Rocket Pokemon. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe they want you to trade with the other versions. But a cool thing in this one, though, is in this forest, there's a very small chance of getting a Pidgeotto to appear rather than a Pidgey. Just like in the show, you can get a Pidgeotto. So that's pretty cool. And you can't get a Pikachu, though. When I played Red and Blue, I think I hung around in this forest a long time to try to get that really rare Pikachu that you can find. But yeah, no wild Pikachus in this game. Gotta have that one special one. Oh, you gonna get this little bug?
I'm gonna try.
This adorable little bug. I had a dream the other night that I told to Danielle, but there was a tiny little, a tiny raccoon that could fit in my hand, and he was adorable, but then he ended up being a caterpillar, and he spun around, and he was scary, and he made weird noises. I don't know what that dream would mean, but anyways.
It was a caterpillar that was disguised as a raccoon.
Yeah, it was a secret caterpillar. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. It never does that in the show. Nobody dared to touch its head feelers. Alright, you got your weak little Caterpie.
Yeah.
Do you want to just try to go through here and see if we run into a Pidgeotto, or maybe try to see if we can make our way to Pewter City and we'll end out there? Hey, you have Pokemon, come on, let's battle them. I don't care if they're dying or whatever.
Yeah, one passed out already.
Look at that little bug catcher. He's adorable. We don't face a samurai in this version. I think so. As much as I do really like Pokemon Yellow, it was a cool little addition. It feels, if you've played Red and Blue, it's very similar though. There's not too much different, other than it is nice to be able to get all the starters and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's a little. I was like, as a kid, I was expecting Team Rocket to show up in the forest, and the chubby samurai kid to show up, and AJ and stuff. I think
have a Metapod battle.
Have a Metapod battle for 5 minutes where they just harden and stare at each other. That would have been fun. No, but I think there are a few trainers that are like secretly made to be like. There's a really tough Sandshrew trainer, I think, before Cerulean City, which I think is supposed to be AJ, stuff like that. So look at your whole team. You almost have your 6 already. Collecting all the cute little early ones. But yeah, I think there might be like a few different characters that are supposed to be the ones from the show, but at the same time, it's there's not as much stuff from the show as I would have wanted as a kid. It is nice seeing Team Rocket in here and stuff like that, but yeah, we got little lightning bolts in the chat here with Pikachu. Okay, let's see. I think I need a drink of water real quick. You can tell my voice is fading. Keep the stream going, Danielle.
What? Oh.
It's okay.
I'm focusing.
You're so focused on getting that Rattata ripped. Rip that Rattata. Get him so strong. Alright, what's my favorite Splatoon character of Callie and Marie, says Righteous Kitty. Just between those two. I think I like Marie's wry, laconic wit over Callie's exuberance.
I like her design a little bit better too, actually.
Yeah, I like them both though. They're cute. Let's see. How do you know how to get Surfing Pikachu in the remake, says Josh. So I don't think you can get Surfing Pikachu, but you can play the Surfing Pikachu minigame, which is a pretty big deal. I don't think I ever got to play that as a kid. I didn't get the special Surfing Pikachu. My friend, as a kid, his dad worked for Nintendo. No, my friend's dad did actually go and wait in line at some game store, and he had to play through the beginning of the game because he had just bought that for his kid, and he got a Mew for him, and my friend was like, oh, I don't really care about Mew, you want this? And then I got a Mew legit from one of those.
From his dad's love.
It was from a Toys R Us. It was a Daddy's Love Mew, and I
But not
stole.
your dad.
I stole that dad's love away from his child. He didn't even appreciate it. I felt bad, but yeah, it was a cool. Like that was the legit way to get a Mew back then. Now it's
I only got 70, but
70 cents. I think
70
is,
cents.
that's like what it's equivalent to if it were using the yen. Shh, you'll scare the bugs away. I only catch bugs. He seems like he's really taken a shining to you. He's not in love yet, but he still loves you.
I kind of need to heal.
Okay.
Actually.
Look at that little waddle. They put some good. They put some good work into getting Pikachu to look like he's got more animations than you. It looks like he kind of hops a little bit.
So cute.
He's adorable. Oh, what's the next Mega Evolution you want to see? Says Jay.
Mega Pikachu.
We've talked about that before, where I feel like that would be the final.
It's a running joke with
That would be the final slap in the face
to Raichu.
to Raichu.
Yeah.
If there's a Mega Pikachu, a Mega Raichu would be cool too. But I think I want a Mega Farfetch'd. I really think Farfetch'd and Dunsparce. There's a couple that could really use a Mega, or just an evolution. I'd rather get back to evolutions than having Megas forever. Oh, Shadowtail. In with the facts here, the hard-hitting facts. Wrong, Adam. Somewhere around episode 780 in the anime, a Caterpie used the stink from its feeler to protect itself and Ash from an Ursaring. I'm binge-watching Pokemon from episode 565 to present. Good luck with that, Shadowtail. That's a crazy endeavor.
Wait, like which saga was that? Because I think I missed it.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, no, because I missed a big chunk of Black and White, so that's
Okay.
probably what they're talking about.
780 somewhere.
I think I know what they're talking about, I just haven't actually watched
So
that
Caterpie did
episode.
use his feelers to stink it up. Okay, good catch there. I'm glad that they put that in the show. Closer to the games now. Alright. So yeah, if you guys have more questions like that, or fun facts about the show, feel free to spit them out, and I will try to get to them. Let's see. Name the... Let's see. What's your favorite evolution? The Fishman asks. Oh, that's tough, because favorite Pokemon isn't too tough, but favorite evolution? I don't know. I'd have to think on that for a bit. Let's see. Someone did ask why Mr. Bulbaslime asked why didn't we ever finish X and Y. That was just one of those series that, for whatever reason, we got distracted by something else, and we never. Yeah, go. Oh, you didn't save yet. We just kind of got distracted off of it, and I left a big enough gap between where that can happen. Where I always wonder, do you guys still want to watch something if there's been a big enough gap? Or sometimes I just feel like I'll enjoy a series maybe, but not that many people enjoy watching it. That type of thing, where it makes me wonder if I should continue certain ones. But Pokemon, I think enough people were watching it. We kind of fell out of playing it, and then once a big gap opens up between the last episode and current time, I always wonder, will anyone want to keep watching it? So when I got that thought going through my head, it makes it a little tough to get back into games. Plus, I don't know if anyone has the same problem, but especially RPGs, if I stop playing an RPG for a couple weeks, I forget what I'm doing and what, how to play.
Where you are in the story. And where you have
all
to
this
go.
stuff. What weird voice this one character has that we met. That was I've started writing down.
The fact that Team Flare is German for some reason.
Well, it did happen in X and Y. I've started actually writing down a list of voice stuff now. So with Fire Emblem, there's so many characters. I've been playing Fire Emblem Fates, if you guys have seen that. But with so many voices, I've started to write down like Xander and put like a little note next to it, like fancy kind of Englishy voice. Like there's just too many characters to remember for voices. So yeah, if we got back into X and Y and tried to finish that, I'd have to go back and relearn what voice we even used for what characters, and it's a little daunting, but if that's something enough people want to see, I would like to finish it. We got pretty far. I think we beat the 6th gym. We had like 2 left. We beat the Fairy Gym, and we're about to go into some Team Flare shenanigans at a Pokeball factory, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, that's just, that's what happens when I start series and stuff. Like, sometimes it is where I have lost interest enough, but other times it's just I do wonder if people still are willing to keep watching, sort of thing. So it's no big reason most of the time. It's just, yeah, I'll fall out of it.
It's the lady one.
There you go. She liked your Pikachu. She was trying to steal that.
No.
Okay. Hoppy's Bell Lopez, the USA Bon Yokai. I should have expected this question. Will you play Yokai Watch? I was gonna play Yokai Watch when that came out, and then I felt like I waited too long to where maybe the interest wasn't there as much anymore, so I don't know. If enough people want to see that, I would like to maybe eventually do that. I did play it a little bit, on my own, and enjoyed it enough, but I don't know, it was fun. It was a little different from Pokemon. Some of the same hooks, but I still thought it was its own thing, and I like a lot of the yokai, so. But yeah, I don't know if I would, at this point, it would probably take a decent amount of people to want to see that. I'll put that in a poll, though, sometime. I think I just need to make it, like I mentioned with the old series, make a poll of what people want to see, and let you guys vote. But with new stuff, too, that would be a good way to gauge interest in newer series. Danielle and I are working on getting Undertale done. So.
Yeah, we're trying to get that all done before we actually post it.
Yeah, I think that's another way that I'm attempting to try to make sure that we get a whole series done, is that with like Undertale, which is kind of a shorter game, we're making sure we play through the whole thing, get it all recorded, I'll get all the episodes done, and then we'll start posting them, so I can just be like episode a day until it's done, and then you guys get the whole thing without having to worry about when we can record again and stuff like that. Okay, when will you stream Splatoon again, says OS Creator. I want to try to set up a Splatoon tournament here for you guys sometime, so I'll try to do that hopefully soon. Joseph, how is Fire Emblem Fates so far, Adam? I really like it. So that's what I mentioned before, falling out of games or losing interest. Fire Emblem, I actually am engaged in the story, and I'm having fun playing it as well, so I think that's one I really want to stick with. But certain games, if the story is not that interesting, it can not hold my attention as much, and I do hate to, I hate falling out of playing stuff, but sometimes that's just what happens if the game isn't that engaging. It's hard to keep being motivated, other than making sure you guys have something to watch. Okay. Let's see. Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur, says Sebastian. I love them all. Bulbasaur has a soft spot in my heart, but I think Charizard might be the coolest evolution of those. Alright, let's see. Favorite evolution, says Ice Fox. I picked Vaporeon as a kid, unlike Gary in this one, because we beat him. We trounced him. But, I don't know, that's tough to pick. Do you have a favorite evolution? I might say Leafeon.
I think Umbreon.
Umbreon is pretty
like
popular. He's got a cool look to him. Alright. Let's see. I couldn't come up with one for my favorite evolution. You'd probably say Haunter, because it's an evolution.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I'll say Snorlax, because it's technically an evolution now. It wasn't at this point in the series. Okay. Mad Hattress says, I miss Happy Home Designer, Animal Crossing. I'm really hankering for like a full-fledged Animal Crossing again. I played Happy Home Designer for a bit. Still pretty fun, but it was lacking some of the stuff that I liked a lot. Danielle played Amiibo Festival with me, and that was okay, but might have been the biggest like disappointment game I've had in quite a while.
Yeah.
Like it was very chill, but it wasn't the best, There's still some mini games in there I want to try out, but at the same time I kind of feel like most people have moved on from Amiibo Festival. So, but yeah, I want another, the sequel to New Leaf, the true sequel, and I'm hoping for that coming out on the NX here sometime. But I've considered going back and starting a New Leaf Town. That's how much I want to play another Animal Crossing. But I don't know. I think there's probably other games that are more deserving to go back to that we haven't played that much. New Leaf, we basically beat it. We got almost everything done, and I didn't get my full house expanded, stuff like that. But yeah, there's other games I think people would like to see a lot as well. So we'll have to see about that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Tessie Liz asks if we're gonna go back to Animal Crossing because yeah, she misses it and she wants me to visit Danny's town. You were actually playing more recently than I was. You were messing with some snowmen stuff and doing Carnival
yeah.
and all that cool stuff. But yeah, we haven't played it in a while, so Our towns are
Probably
probably
weeds everywhere.
filled with weeds. It's Schrodinger's Animal Crossing town. If you don't load it up, then there's no weeds, or like you have to look to see the weeds because it populates all that stuff when you load the game up again. How you doing against this Caterpie?
I'm trying to get some of the other ones.
I haven't really been
leveled a
paying
little
that
bit.
much attention to what's going on. You're fighting your way through the forest.
Still in the forest.
I'm so focused on the chat and these questions here. What's your favorite psychic type Pokemon? Says Eth Goes. Oh man, I'm trying to think. There's so many of them.
I like the Alakazam, like
Yeah,
line.
that's an early one from this that are cool. Those, the little weird fox demon monsters, whatever. The Alakazam starts to look like a weird like goat demon thing
it's
by
just
that
a
time.
neat design
They're cool. Like
and stuff.
what? Caterpie's evolving. Our first and probably only evolution of the night. So the plan with it, as we kind of wind down here, I want to mention the plan tonight was just to play a little Pokemon, hang out, celebrate the 20th anniversary. I don't know if we're gonna continue Pokemon Yellow from here, but if people do want to see it enough, we could maybe. I know Danielle's probably interested in seeing a lot of the other stuff in the game, like getting those starters and Team Rocket and stuff like that. So if you guys want to see more, I think I'm trying to make sure that we can branch out and play some different stuff. But at the same time, I want to be forthcoming if we're not gonna maybe play a ton of it. And this is an older game, so I think I should maybe focus on newer ones a little bit. But let me know, guys. Let me know and see if you're interested in watching this continued. I wasn't sure if too many people would be that engaged with this. You could head towards Pewter City if you want. Maybe
Yeah,
we
that's
should
what I
end
thought I
with.
was gonna try to
You're
do.
pretty close here. As long as you avoid some trainers, I think you're on the home stretch, yeah. Oh, there you go. You got a little bit to go. This one end stretch here is where I would, to the left is where I would, like, grind to try to find that Pidgeotto or that Pikachu, depending on the version. I think there's a couple more trainers here, so if we hit one, then we'll probably go out on a trainer battle. We could avoid them, I think, but they'll be here later if you want to end up fighting
Should
them.
I start trying to just run from
Yeah,
stuff?
I think we should head to Pewter City. When we get out of the forest, when we see the light of day, then we'll end it out. The caves and the forests and stuff in this game were always like, man, I cannot wait to get out of here because the Pokemon are attacking constantly. I didn't know how to use repels as a kid, so
Yeah.
I just, I think maybe I knew, I just never did. I wanted the experience.
Although
so.
I really like turn-based games. Like when I was younger, there was mostly platformers that I had access to,
Like Mario and yeah.
and that stresses me out a lot.
Well, if you
Where-
guys
yeah,
have
like-
watched, you've gotten a little better with
Yeah.
You played Donkey Kong with me,
But,
you played Mario World, 3D World.
The first time I played a Pokemon game, I was like, this is actually really fun.
I don't have to stress about falling into an abyss all the time. It is, yeah,
Having a little time to think when you're doing stuff.
RPGs and stuff like Animal Crossing, the games where you're not constantly being bombarded by something they can be a little more relaxing. I think that trainer is going to force you into battle,
Yeah.
so maybe we'll finish with that if you want. Yeah, you have to fight at least one of these guys.
What's the hurry?
Wait up, what's the hurry? You're not ending the stream yet, are you? It's one more bug catcher. Are there just no Weedles? Have you fought any Weedles?
I have not seen one.
Why are they... I'm trying to think
sure
of...
they're in here.
No, there's no Weedles.
Oh, no.
Wild. Did you see any Weedles from the trainers, though?
Oh no.
Weird. Weedle has been erased from the pages of history. No. I don't know why they would not give... I can kind of see...
The one guy was gonna tell me about the 2 different caterpillar Pokemon, though.
Yeah, that's weird. There's got to be Weedles in this game
He was
with
gonna
trainers.
learn me all about it.
Yeah. Like, I get maybe they want you to get a Caterpie, because that's what he had in the show. But at the same time, it's a little weird that they would erase Weedle from even the other trainers' teams. Maybe someone knows the reason. Let's see.
Sometimes you can find stuff on the ground.
They definitely made sprites for them. I'm pretty sure Weedles start showing up later with trainers, but they could have given these trainers a little more variety in their Pokemon.
Yeah.
Alright, I was hoping we would get a Pidgeotto popping up on stream because he's so cool looking with his crazy hair, but I think maybe one more Pokemon in the... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, try to get one more Pokemon in
I
the
could go
grass.
back
Yeah,
in.
do it.
Okay.
and if it's a Pidgeotto, I'll freak out. If not, we're gonna end here in Pewter City. Don't go too far. You don't need to go that far. Pidgeotto's right at the edge of the grass, snatching up Caterpies.
No.
Okay. We could use this one as bait. Maybe he'll come out. Alright, thank you guys for watching. We'll pop out of the little center here. The little, root link building, whatever you want to call it. Toll booth thing. And we'll finish up. Pikachu's level 10!
Yay.
Is he gonna get something good? No, okay. He gets a lot of moves in this. He gets I think he gets Mega Punch, Mega Kick, stuff like that. That old lady. Or is that a man? Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? I made those. They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. I made them to tick off little kids like you. Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to look everywhere to get different kinds. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to end this anniversary stream here as you avoid the grass and head up into Pewter City. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Whoa! A gray.
Oh, it's a different color.
It's pewter gray there.
We made it.
Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time for some more of whatever. Hopefully you stick around. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.